Good evening, traders, and welcome to the weekly commodity report. I'm your host, Paul. Going to use wave analysis, look at the key levels and patterns that could be playing out. I'm going to look at natural gas, oil, copper, gold, silver, and uranium. So let's get started. I'm going to start with natural gas. This is the futures contract. This is now the November contract. And for now, I've got 5 waves labeled in, but this is getting really choppy up here. So I could definitely see natural gas coming up one more time to break that 3.0 level. There is one other pattern that they're making an ending diagonal first. There actually would be a leading diagonal for this fifth wave. And this was 1, and this was 2. The problem is that this isn't the third wave. That for a diagonal, that should have been stronger. But it could be just a weak third wave, because that third wave should have reached up here at like 305. So, but we'll see. I mean, it might just be a weak third wave, because also so far all we have is 3 waves coming down. So if I drill in, we just have 3 waves coming down. So it's possible that that's a 4, and then we're going to get 3 waves up, break 3.0. This will all be a leading diagonal. You'll get a correction, and then one more up. So that pattern does exist. Would have been better if this third wave would have went higher. So I don't think that the fifth wave is in. I think they'll break this 3.0 one more time. But let's see. Once they break 2.825, then I think this is done. And for sure, when they break down here at 2.721, then for sure this up wave is the 5 waves is up. The 5 wave is complete. And then when this whole 5 wave completes, we'll get a bigger correction. Should get one more up. Should be a 3 wave move. So let's see how this plays out here. It's getting really choppy. And I think you got one more up. So I don't know if I'd necessarily be buying where it is right now. I think if you're in, I'd stay long, because I think once they break, I think there will be a correction and then one more up. So you'll be able to buy it lower than where it is right now. That's how I would play it. So natural gas looks good for a little bit more up, and then we'll have to wait and see. Oil. All right, so oil, they did come and break that September 24 high. I said last week that there was a possibility that this was just a 3 wave move, and that they could come down in 3 waves and then come back up one more time. And so they came down in a WXY format, and so far all we have is this 1, 2, 3 wave move. It almost looks like they could be making a running flat right here, like an ABC. So it could be 1, 2, and then they'll go back up and break 72.40 one more time. And then we'll have to wait and see the reaction when that happens, because this, I would expect then that this could be WXY for the 4, and then they sell off. So that, as I've been saying for weeks now, my expectation that they still need to come down and break 64. Actually, they need to come down and break 55. But we'll wait and see, because I'm looking for this to be a diagonal. So 1, 2, 3, and then they're creating the 4 right now. Now, if price goes any higher, if it starts getting into probably like 74, 75 range, then I don't think this is going to be a diagonal. And then what I'd be looking at is that they're making a really big ending diagonal. I'm going to go out to a daily. And then I think this 3 wave and 3 wave move, I think then this is all going to be just the first wave, and they're going to make a really big ending diagonal. And then this is going to be a 3, 3, and 3 wave move. So if price pushes up definitely above 73 and gets into 74 or even 75, then I think this is the pattern. Then it's going to be a really big diagonal. And that this is 1 and this is just 2, and then it's going to come down for a 3, 4, and a 5. So let's see what. Either way, I think it's coming down in a diagonal. It's just a matter of, is it the way I have it right now? And I'm expecting 1, 2, 3, should be ending here. 4 should be ending real soon. Maybe they come and break 72.40 one more time, but not go very far beyond it. And then they start working their way down for 5. So one of these kind of diagonals should be playing out. Either it's going to get a little stronger here and then start reversing, or it's just got a little bit, maybe one more wave up, and then it's in a crash. So I'd only be looking for sells. I know the Middle East is getting a little crazy, but the only patterns that I can see are favoring down. All right, let's move on to the metals, and we're going to start with copper. And copper taking off all last week. I was thinking that there was a possibility that they were creating a diagonal because we had this ABC up and then an ABC down. And then it was getting really choppy here. And so I was expecting like them to just kind of give like a 1, 2, 3 look for a 3, and then we get a 4, and then they go back up for 5. But it just kept going up and up, and then really exploded, and you got that big tail there. So I think what's happening is they're creating a big leading actually it might be an ending diagonal. But anyway, I think they're creating a diagonal, and this is just an A, B, C, and I think all of this is just the first wave. So I would expect copper to be coming down into this 429, 439 range. Got a sharp sell-off here on Monday, kind of correcting up. So I'd expect in the coming days another sell-off, and that would be the 2. So if you're not in copper, I think this is a great place to look for a buy setup to go much higher then, with the target obviously still being to break that 528 high. But I wouldn't buy here because I really think you'll be able to get it cheaper. The only bearish pattern that I could see is that this was a 3-wave move, and then you got, just a 3-wave move, and now it's going to come all the way down. But not until they were to blow right through this 429 level. I'm going to remain bullish on copper. I'd have to see them really push through there, and then I would think that they're coming and breaking that 399 level. So that's another reason why I wouldn't buy here. I'd rather be buying here. Even if they do come down, I still see upside for copper because they're in the 4th wave, and I think the 4th should be in. I don't see any reason that it needs to come down again. So yeah, copper looks good, and if you're long, I just stay. They might correct, but see more up. All right, moving on to gold. All right, yeah, so gold just keeps going higher. And from right here, I see this as 1, 2, and they're in the 4th wave, 3, 4. We got 3 waves already down. Running flat here, 1, 2, and 3. And then it came right into the perfect zone for where a 4th wave should be. And it looks very good that if I drill in on this, that it's now going up for the 5th wave. And I would think that they're going up in a diagonal then, because you got 1, 2, 3 waves up, and then you got this 1, 2, 3 waves down. So it looks like a 1 and a 2 to me. So I'd only, if you're long, just stay long. If you aren't in, gets a little iffy here now because I don't know how much you're playing for because you get a 3, but then you're also going to get a big 4 pullback, and then you're going to get a 5. So maybe some day trades or 2 or 3 day swing trades might work because I think the diagonal, if that's 1 and 2, 3, I think the third wave will break the high 2685. You get another sizable correction, something similar to 2 for the fourth wave, and then you'll still go up for the 5. So it'll be choppy, but yeah, buying here, uh, just based on your risk tolerance. I see more up. I don't really see how this would go down, but only seeing upside for gold and silver. So silver made a 3 wave move down. Wasn't as deep of a correction as I was expecting because when I zoom out, I've got 5 waves up to here. And so this is correction. And then this to me just looks like 1, 2, and 3 waves. So if they're making a running, I was expecting a running flat. And so I was expecting this silver to come down in 5 waves. And so far, there's only 3 there. And then so far, there's only 3 waves up. So maybe this is going to be a diagonal, like 1, 2, and then they'll come down for a 3, 4, and a 5. Possible. The other possibility is that all of this was your A wave, and this is all the B wave. They corrected upwards, and this is just like the A and a B, and then they might still come up and break 32.7 one more time, and that'll be like ABC for the B wave, and then you'll get the strong sell-off. So I'd only want to be long silver, all the metals right now. I'd only want to be long. So it's just a matter of, if you're not in, somehow you missed this, do you want to buy here, knowing that once they do break this, then I would expect a strong sell-off. So I don't know how much you're really gaining there. Might be better just to wait for either for it to sell off right now and finish this and give you this running flat, or let it break the top and then sell off and give you this running flat look. So if you're in, I just stay long, let it continue to play out and grind higher. If you're new, I don't know, what are you playing for right here? Yeah, you're only playing for like maybe 3%. So it just depends on your risk tolerance then if that's worth it for you. But yeah, I just any pullback, I'd always want to be buying silver. Uranium looking really strong now. Pretty much like all the other metals. I don't know if I'd be buying up here because I think this is just from this August 5th low. I think this is just 3 waves, and then this was a really quick 3 waves. And like I said last week, this correction here, just really shallow. And then they went up and gave another really shallow correction. I have a feeling that this is ending. And what I think is going to be happening, well, we got to wait and see this next correction. I think they're going to go up in a diagonal because that was 3 waves. And so it's either this is A and B, and then this is going to be like a C wave, and then all of this will be 1, or this we need to have like a correction down for 4. If that's 1 and 2, and then this is 3 waves up for 3, then there has to be a 4. So it's like, basically what I'm saying is like, this needs a correction because I don't see this being 5 waves. If it's 5, if I'm wrong, it's 5 and this is 2, yeah, then 3 is going to be going a lot higher. So I'd only want to be long uranium. If somehow you missed all this, I think I'd wait for a little bigger correction to buy, because if I'm right and this is 3 waves and that's 3, this third wave should be ending and you should get a correction for 4 before it goes up for the 5th wave. But yeah, I'd only want to be long uranium. I mean, I guess you could always put like a smaller half position on now, and then if it does give you a nice 3 wave correction, add more, and then if I was wrong, because if I'm wrong, this third wave will probably be getting real close to that 33 level before it gives you a correction down for 4. So maybe you want to catch that little piece there. But yeah, uranium looks really strong, no divergence. Should be going to break 33.66 on this chart. All right, that's commodities. Hope it helps. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your likes and support. I'll see you in the next video.